Hi guys.
Hi.
You look like you're eating ice cream outside.
Yep.
That can only mean one thing.
Walk.
Going for a walk. Let's go.
Let's go.
We've had the floating turd for what, a month total?
Maybe a little, but yeah, something like that.
About a month total. And Dad has already decided he wants to go look at a bigger boat. The floating turd barely got its name painted on it. Dad's already like, well, maybe we should get a bigger boat.
Maybe.
So we're on our way to look at a boat, you guys. I'm not on board with this. I think it might be cool to have a bigger boat, but we just got the other one, so I'm not sure the timing's right.
By the end of the year, we're going to have a cruise ship.
Yeah, probably. We'll keep updating every month until we end up with a yacht or a cruise ship.
But there's a lot more into the story.
Or
This is actually what it was described to me as almost brand new. It's an old one, but it's also only been used a handful of times, and the price is like free. Really, it's like free. So we're gonna go check it out, and we'll see.
Yeah, I agreed to take a drive to go see this boat today because it's supposed to be a really nice boat that's barely been used, and these people want it out of their driveway so bad that they're willing to sell it for almost nothing. And so maybe it'll be worth it for us to have a bigger boat. But I don't know what we're gonna do with the floating turd if we decide to get a bigger boat.
Maybe it could be the mother of the floating turd.
Maybe we'll have to come up with a name though that's like the other floating turd.
The floating log. Okay.
Okay, so we've seen the boat. And I'm gonna make the call right now and say, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Yeah,
because even though it's a really cool boat, it would be really neat to have the little cabin underneath where we could actually like sleep down there. We don't have anywhere, like our lake's not big enough for that. We don't have anywhere. We'd have to take that boat out in the ocean. And that's super crazy intimidating to take a boat into the ocean. Because first of all, we don't know how to take a boat into the ocean. We don't know what dangers there may be. We don't know what to look out for or how to do it in any way. I think it's just too intimidating to take a boat into the ocean right now. First of all, we need to learn better how to drive one, how to deal with, because the one that we have, we don't even drive our little floating turd very well right now. Dad does an okay job, but I certainly don't.
Well,
I don't know. I'm
it's
just
easier to drive that one because it actually has a steering wheel. You don't have to be like, okay, if I turn this way, then it'll turn this way.
perhaps, but the ocean would be a lot different than the lake.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you be intimidated to be in a boat with us in the ocean?
Yes.
Yeah, because we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, it'll be
well,
a learning. It will have to be.
The other thing is, aside from the taking it into the ocean and it being too intimidating for us to try, the other thing is the entire inside of this boat needs to be redone. So even though we could get this boat for a pretty good price, we'd have to put a lot of money into putting it back together. A lot of money into putting it into even just floating around shape. We'd have to keep it in our driveway, and it's huge. It would take up our whole driveway. So there's like 1,000 reasons why this is just not a good boat for us.
As much as
This is not going to be our second floating turd.
as much as I really would love to have it, it's just it'll be a lot more than we can chew, and it just
Although it would be fun. So we'll probably talk about it. We'll probably talk about it for a while, but I don't think we're gonna do it. So guys, I don't think the giant boat is going to be the floating turd 2. Mostly because it's enormous. It's like 2 of the boat that we have now. It'd be like 2 floating turds instead of floating turd 2. It's almost literally 2 of the boat that we have now.
But it also is like half a house.
Not really. It's just got a bed in it it, but we'd have to rebuild the entire boat. Like the floor itself, like the structural part of the floor has to be redone, and then we have to figure out how to seal it so that it doesn't get any water underneath, and then recarpet it, and then redo all of the inside, because even the seats that they have that could go back into the boat are cracked and kind of old and not very nice.
It's a skeleton of a boat. Build it from the inside.
Yeah, which would be great if you could afford to rebuild a boat from the bottom up.
Way cooler.
It does have a very cool shell, and if Dad was better at pulling and mostly backing up a boat, maybe we would be more willing to do it. But it's just too many challenges all at once. First of all, the challenge of rebuilding it, then the challenge of actually maneuvering it while it's in the water, plus the challenge of putting it into the water. That's just too many challenges piled on top of each other. I'm gonna say we need to pass on this opportunity, only because that's too much to put on our plates. Anyway, I think this one's gonna be a no-go. We're not gonna get this boat. So the floating turd's gonna still be our boat. But for now, it's movie night. So,
if you like this video, hit a thumbs up. Want to make this channel strong? Share it with your friends. And now, good night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Please touch it. Poof! That one was too big anyway. I like the floating turd.